stretching and yawning. Go drain my dick, then roll a split. Outside is looking gorgeous. Today is new, nothing to lose. Red bone and roux. She grabbed my pickle, no stew. She gave me stew. What's the agenda? Better hit up the plug. He say you only got a dub, then you only got a dub. What the fuck? Am I dealing with a scrub? Now that shit funny like last name of Doug. In that call with Kanye Shrug. It's alright, we finna turn up. Day one came through with way more bud. Yup. I am gone. This ain't no loss. Let's get through it like judo. This is what we do. Smoking on Pepe Le Pew. Don't hate on me, I'm like crew. Stop trying to lose and get loose. What a life.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back. Jeff Shears Show. Of course, the one, the only. Jeff Shears. Negro with the glasses is here. Back in full effect. Oh, my goodness. Let me introduce the room like I always do. True, thank you for being here.
Always.
Woo! Excuse me. Got that air bubble. That's right there. I was talking fine for the whole fucking night. Man. I hope everybody's well. Catching up on the Saturday time. How was your day, man?
It was good, eventful, man. You know, got the mandatory overtime.
Okay.
Got off hours sleep. Met up with Michelle. Went to a movie, see the Tyler Perry jump off.
Tyler Perry got a new movie?
Yeah, a new movie out.
Medea shit?
Nah, it's not Medea.
Oh,
It's
okay.
with the girl from Girl Trip, Tiffany Haddish, whatever her name is.
I was gonna say Whitney Houston with Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good.
Okay.
So, did that, and then I was here.
All right, that's not too bad. I did a lot of running around myself, family issues. Somebody got to do it. There you go. But that wasn't bad, man. That looked like a decent movie. That looked like a decent movie.
It's crazy because I'm looking at her now as the new Kevin Hart, female
Tiffany
version
Haddish.
of Haddish. The new, because you could tell like she goes off script super much.
I get that.
As a comedian, and you used to do that, and a lot of times it works out, So, when you're dealing with, actors and actresses like that, sometimes as a director, you just got to let them rock.
They're good for that, and I think that's why Kevin has taken her under his wing. He's putting her in a lot of movies, backing her for a lot of things. He ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? He know we can make a check and turn somebody into.
I'm sorry, if it wasn't for her,
stupid.
that Girl Trip movie would have been dry as shit.
I give you that,
and that shit was phenomenal.
I give you that.
She made it.
I give you that. Yeah, she did save that movie. She saved that movie. But speaking about her, I'm wondering if she overhyped now. Like, I don't want to see too much of a Tiffany Haddish.
I say rock out, man. I just tell her.
Yeah, I get it for the check. I'm just like, I don't want to be oversaturated.
We'll do a lot of different roles, and I give shout out to Kevin Hart because he has another movie coming out with Carson. For those guys, I'm jacking his name up, but we're talking about the
one with the guy who played
in the wheelchair,
Breaking Bad, the Breaking Bad dude.
Right?
But see, that's more serious for him.
But that's what I want to see. But it's a serious movie, but it still has it's comic, like it's still a little funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fact that it's inspired by true events,
right?
About two friends, and you have one person who's confined to a wheelchair, and this guy who's from the streets, don't know nothing about, just really trying to be a part of his son's life, trying to turn his life around. You have two people from two different worlds, one black, one white, one filthy rich, one not rich, and they want to bond in some kind of things. And it goes to show you that depending on the individual, it's not about color. And movies like that I love, but he's still his comic self, whatever, but you don't see he's not doing what he would do in his other movies.
And that's what I like. That's what I said. Now I see him going for some range. I like that. I don't want to get all Tiffany Haddish out. You get what I'm saying? Or the funny tip, and then see her try to switch range and shit like that now. But I like it definitely. That looks like a good movie too.
It was good.
That looks like it's gonna be a good movie.
I had nice little laughs. A little upset with the food, but
It was the movie theater. What'd you expect?
Well, no, because I'm sorry, dog.
Like you said, they had like, yo, I got my filet mignon.
Well, no, like first, I'm starting to not like the one in Garden State Plaza, like the one in River Square more and more because you get better.
Oh, that's
service.
totally two different beasts.
Right, but it's just more lines of like I asked the guy who ordered my food, and I'm like, yo, because I never order food from there. But like I just left from work. I'm hungry. I took whatever. I was like, yo, I need some chicken fingers and fries.
Okay.
I said, because my chicken fingers be well done. The guy took the order. He said, sure. So before he could go back, tell the guy walks up to the register with the, my chicken fingers and fries. Obviously, that's not my order because it's not well done. So then you can see the guy who did it. I was like, well, I know that's not mine because the order mine's well done.
Yeah.
So you can see he was a little upset, but this is what the fuck you get paid to do. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
So he's like, well, if I do it, it'll take 5 minutes. I said, well, my movie don't start for 20, so I guess I got 5.
Exactly. Like, nigga, I'm here early.
This is what the fuck I want.
Well, yeah,
all right, so he does, he makes it. I get my food, I go, and I sit down. Now my chicken fingers are piping hot. I'm good.
Right.
I go to take a curly fry, shit freezing cold.
He was setting your ass up. Like, here you go, nigga.
Nah, like I started, the movie already started, but I started to be that ass. Like, how the fuck you get hot chicken fingers with cold ass curly fries? Now, if I ask you for hot food, why the fuck would you give me half ass cold food?
He didn't even put it under the hot lamp.
Yeah, so this is why I was like, you know what? I have to remove myself from that theater and just go to the white people one. But the white people one didn't have that black movie. So
you know what? Side note, before we get into any drama, that shit is so true. I was that Riverside Square shit, big as fuck. They be showing 3 movies in that motherfucker, and I'm like, yo, all they got is A Star Is Born. They don't have no Halloween. They ain't had nothing. I was like, oh, they keeping all the young niggas away. They keeping everybody out of here. I was like, I couldn't be mad at that point, but I'm just like, okay, show it for the adults because your ticket prices are different. So, okay, the kids ain't coming in swarms to go fucking pay, $40 for a fucking ticket.
Here's the sad thing. The tickets are cheaper at River Square more than it is at Garden State Plaza.
I noticed that, but most times the setup for the drinks and the food.
But it's just more lines of just the fact that River Square Mall attracts a higher financial crowd. I'm just saying
that's my point. Just up the tickets. That's what I'm saying.
But they knew when it comes to certain things, like you said, I'm gonna get you with the drinks. And I'm going to get you because we do burgers, steaks, and other things. So we're going to get you there.
Yeah.
So we'll lower the price ticket $1 or $2 or whatever the situation be.
Charge you $80
but because
for a burger.
River Square Mall attracts a different type of crowd.
Yes.
Then Garden State Plaza, you can have $5 in your pocket or $500. In Garden State Plaza, you're going to find something.
Exactly.
You ain't walking to River Square Mall with less than like $250.
Get some socks.
Yeah, pretty much, nigga.
Like, yo,
and that's like from Nostrum. I didn't even have Nostrum racks. Fuck that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
So, you know what I mean? You know what you're walking into, but I noticed that a while ago. That, a lot of areas do certain things and they want to.
Like, that shit don't even pop up on my movie app. Like, it should be like, not here.
Well, I'm bougie as shit. I'm an A-lister now.
I'm like, yo, yeah, but you ain't got that movie in there. You gonna be
so
like,
that's why I had to go to Garden State Plaza, but I said, we're going to do it even better. We're not going to catch no late night shit with all these motherfucking ratchet ass motherfuckers. Because I love black people, I hate niggas.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're going to go to this matinee shit. It was a nice little decent crowd there. We had to deal with nothing crazy. And Michelle about the black, because niggas on their phone. I said, listen, as long as they'll do that shit when the movie starts.
So, yeah, I'm cool.
They can charm and face chat and Snapchat, all they want. But as soon as that movie start, you gonna hear my mouth, but we ain't had no issues with that.
That's good, man. That's good, man. Yeah, man. I thought I was the only one who caught that. I was like, yo, nigga, they ain't got no. They got 4 movies. Nigga, that's a 16 theater in there, bitch. What the fuck? 4 movies?
Well, your motherfuckers, that Star Was Born shit was sold out for about 8 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's the only shit they had in there. They ain't had nothing else.
That shit was killing them. They were killing it.
It was so wild. I was like, yo, matter of fact, they only had one theater showing the Avengers in that bitch, too. Instead of like, Garden State had like all motherfucking 8 theaters in that bitch. How you want it? Dolby, non-Dolby, surround sound.
We got IMAX. And I'll tell you right now, the only way I'll go back to Garden State Plaza is if it's Adobe. Because that shit is worth the extra money.
But you haven't tried Richfield Park?
No, I've never tried Richfield Park.
Okay. See, they acquired them after somebody had already updated their shit. So all of those guys are all digital and Adobe.
So all of them are Adobe.
Oh yeah, all of them
Adobe and digital.
All of them have the digital, the first. I don't know whatever Adobe is, but they all have digital screens and they all have super surround sound heating because they were Starplex and then they took them over.
Rich, I'm gonna have to try that spot out.
Yeah. It's been worked over a few times, so don't let it get you because they didn't do a full makeover, but they changed the seats. They changed the TV and all that other shit.
They're putting it. But like I said, I
it's
like
not bad.
I like River Square. I get my little drink, sit back. Seats a little tight. You know what I mean? I mean, I ain't as big as I used to be, but to me, I still think it should be a little more spacious. But I understand that allows them to put a couple more seats in there.
Yeah. They
But
running
I'm
that
still
shit there.
kind of comfortable.
You can lean back, but you can't stretch.
Yeah, I can lean back. Got a little teeny bit of room,
Shit.
so I'm good. So I just like the looks and shit because I walk in with a white girl, so everybody's looking. Yeah.
There goes another one.
Yeah.
There goes another.
Cross that off the list.
Yeah, exactly. God damn it. Oh man. But let's get into this nonsense like we always do.
Absolutely.
Man. Let's get into this nonsense. All right, folks. You see it. Talking about the world's ignorance here. Make America Great Again. This is Halloween. 2 days after my birthday. Here we go. As you can see here, these are the teachers from a school in Idaho. It was the administration versus the staff. One side dressed up as Mexicans, and the other side dressed up as the wall. Words on the wall, make America great again, which some of the teachers have there. The administrators are Mexican. Yo, he's dying right now. Yo, he's dying. Yes. Yeah.
Ain't no black people out there or Spanish, so you gotta kind of like I guess give them a little pass on their ignorance. Like,
yeah.
How does this like? This is sad and funny at the same time. The fact that the school board allowed some shit like this to happen.
It's like I said, when you don't live on the two ends of America, which you hear a lot of times being referred to as the bubbles. You know, when you're in the tri-state area, New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey pieces, and California, or like certain places in Florida, because not all, and they're not even all in New Jersey. Let's not even get twisted. South Jersey be acting crazy too. Life is different. I've never experienced that as much as till when I had other jobs and I got a chance to travel through the middle part of America or flying out to see other people on the other side of the coast. Guess what, nigga? You's a nigga. No matter, you's a rich nigga. You still a nigga. This here, let me just get a little more background. Middleton School District. This shit was on their Facebook page. This is how cool they thought it was.
Are you serious?
Now, Facebook has that algorithm. They give you shit of what you already looking at and all the things like that. So, you know,
Wow.
they was only in that Idaho, whatever surrounding. I don't know which state. My ignorance is next to Idaho, but I know it's in there. That Midwest. They thought this shit was cool. Now taken down. They've got a lot of backlash. The superintendent had spoken. He said, hey, you know, we don't abide by this stuff. I don't believe anyone in this picture meant to do it as in malice or cause harm, you know, but they did an action without thinking, and now we have to pay for it. And I'm paraphrasing his words here.
That's sad.
Yeah.
We're talking, all right. Now, we all know teachers don't get paid as much as they deserve to get paid, and I'll be the first to admit that. But these are still educated motherfuckers, which means you went to college. And when you went to college, you saw somebody fucking black, Mexican, Asian, Spanish. So you saw the melting pot.
Now, hold on. I'm going to stop you right there. We got like over thousands of colleges, for-profit, non-profit, whatever. As long as you're accredited, you was a school that, you know, everybody will take credits for. There's a college for everybody.
Real
Handicap, autistic. You don't believe me? Go to the Great Book of Colleges.
Real talk.
It's about fucking bigger than the whole phone book for those kids that remember what the fucking phone book was. And it's something there for everybody. Most of these people probably went to college because they're local. So they probably stayed, you know, like there's one black guy. Like, oh my God, I saw one, you know. And you know, he
didn't get robbed.
Yeah, exactly. He was all right. Jefferson was good, you know, whatever the fuck it was. I don't know what they've been exposed to or just their plain ignorance took over. But if they paid attention to any of... And you know what? I can't even finish that sentence because I'm going to blame it on the media. What we watch on TV is not what they watch on TV. Nah, check it. You got to remember. unless you're on like a paid network with like an HBO, you know, you can get like a John Oliver shit. He's gonna spit his rhetoric, whatever the fuck it is. But we listen to it, and our Channel 7 news will reflect. Okay, you know, migrations are coming here. Their Channel 7 news is gonna be like, oh my God, a swarm of motherfucking killer Mexicans is on the way up here, and Trump better save us or something. You get what I'm saying? Media can be directed. It's very weird, and where it comes from in the middle of the country, anywhere else besides your regular local areas, you know, it's completely different. It's like we're not going out to Vegas. We hear about all the shootings that go on in Vegas, and it's a lot. My God, it's a lot. I think they trump New York City. I swear to God, they trump. And we don't hear about it over here. You know what I'm saying? So whatever affects that direct media, it's there. So I don't know what they're being used to or brought up as. You know, it's probably the good old rhetoric.
I feel you on that, but this is the social media age. I mean,
right.
I don't care, you know, even if you're in Alaska, if you're on a cell phone, you're going to see what's going on in America right now via your friends, because of their friends, and you see the footages and things of this notion. I just think these are just people who just, this is how they really feel. And this is why I tell people I'm not really mad at that. When a person shows you who they truly are, believe it. Right. It may gross you out. It may be insensitive and all these other things, but it's a person being honest about what they feel and how they feel, and then you can make your decisions otherwise, whether you want to be around them or whatever. Now, here's the issue it comes in. These are teachers. And by teachers, there is some kind of oath that they take to where they have to make sure they teach every student to the best of their ability. Mm-hmm. So, in that notion, now it becomes an issue and a problem because you're making fun of a culture.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Now, I get it. Somewhere in the media, they know there's a group of people coming from South America. There's an issue with immigration, people coming from here. You know, with Latin people, the whole big thing. Whatever it is, they know. So, yes, it should have been a sensitive topic. I wouldn't even done it. It's like a blackface. Yeah, this is gonna go bad. You know what I'm saying? Like hopefully people know, like, yeah, this shit ain't gonna. This ain't gonna be good. Yeah, this ain't gonna be good. Put the cameras away. At the end of the day, yes, in all judgment and hindsight, yeah, you would just think like, all right, don't do it, or do that shit at the house. You know what I mean? If we were just chilling, no phones, no whatever, you know what I'm saying? And we had a little get together. That's fucking different. All these people have been, all 14 people, staff members, and this is the principal in there too.
That's
principal, vice principal, all the whole administration. I've been on paid leave. You know, I got to get paid. Paid leave. They have a day-to-day principal being covered by the crisis centers, the Middletown Crisis Centers agents or whatever their crisis center is now acting as a day-to-day principal. So you have all your staffers, you have all your administration, and you have 14 teachers. I don't know how big that school is. You get what I'm saying? But I'm sure that's a nice chunk. 14 teachers at once. That's a good chunk. Gone. You know, and now the kids is like, oh, what happened to Mr. Jefferson? He dressed up as a Mexican. This motherfucker's gone. You know what I mean? It's the ignorance thing. I totally get it. But this is what they expect. This is what they think is okay. These would have been the same people. Hold on, I'm going to cut you off. Yeah. These would have been the same people talking about, yo, my black friend Jeff, you know, he's kind of cool for a nigga, you know. I really don't fuck with them, but he's acceptable.
One of the good ones. My favorite friend.
Yeah, you took the words. I couldn't even think of that shit.
One of the good ones.
One of the good ones. And you get what I'm saying? And that's what they're used to in that part of America. I guarantee.
I say this. Even in Idaho, you ran across some Mexicans.
I'm sure they work in the
You may have not seen black people, but you see them, and some say because you got all these farms out.
Right.
And what people are not doing is they're not blaming the farmer who's hiring these Mexicans because they could get it cheaper.
Right.
And to be honest with you, these are some hard-working gentlemen. Not saying they're lazy, but they do a lot of shit that a lot of motherfuckers from America won't do.
You 100% right.
And what we have to understand when we're thinking about this, if you had to travel 10 miles to go to shit, like you had to travel to go take a shit, piss, food, shower, or you had to sleep on a fucking clay floor. When you come to a country, you ain't got it as bad as they did. So, of course, they're going to work harder for it.
Right.
They're more family-oriented. All right? So, they'll all be in a house, but there'll be a lot of them. So, everybody's rent will be cheaper. And they send a lot of that money back to their families or whatever, and then they branch out. So, you have someone who say, you know what? Let's get together. Let's spend less money to help everybody, our families out.
Right.
All right, let's get these jobs. We're going to do a very good job at it because I don't care where you're going. If you see a lawn care company, it's a fucking Mexican driving that fucking mower. I don't give a fuck if it's a stand-up or sit down. It's a fucking Mexican doing it. I saw a black person almost fucking crashed. You know what I'm saying? He was just snipping the fucking leaves and shit. So these are the individuals who are hiring these guys. You go up there to motherfucking Pine Brook. That McDonald's right next to that, McDonald's right next to that motherfucking Tiffany's. There's a bunch of Mexican niggas is picking these niggas up.
Right.
Why? They're hard workers, one, but they'll work less.
Yep.
Than what the other person would. And yes, that kills the economy, but you have to look at the employers, not the employees.
A big issue in the whole economic, jobs are here, jobs are there. Nobody wants to tackle. The super rich don't give a fuck. They want them. As much as Trump talking about put up a wall, he's trying to put a door in that bitch so they can work in his hotel.
Them niggas not plucking oranges. No. Them are crackers. I said crack. Them crackers, nigga, they ain't plucking oranges. Mexicans hop on that motherfucking hobby. Pluck the shit out. Niggas know how to pick the grapes. They know how to cut the leaves. Them niggas do that. But them niggas ain't climbing them fucking trees getting them oranges. Them shits don't grow on the ground. You gotta go to the trees to get them shits. Them niggas not climbing no fucking tree. Yeah. Climbing a ladder on soft dirt. Them niggas ain't doing that shit. You stupid. Niggas ain't, Yo, this nigga said soft dirt. They ain't doing that shit. That shit soft as hell. You talking about some good earth? That shit soft. You ever been around somewhere with some good earth? When you step in and move, it ain't hard, nigga. You know what I mean? You gonna put a ladder on the motherfucking soft dirt. So you got that south in you, nigga. It's good, nigga. Look at this shit. And climb that motherfucking ladder and pick some motherfucking fruit. Yeah, and you can't just snatch. You gotta snatch your fruit. So
you damaging property now. Like, who did this?
That shit takes skill. So them niggas ain't climbing no trees like that. And so for them to do that's funny because if you take all the Mexicans out, let's take all the Mexicans, the Jamaicans, the Haitians out of the America right now. Okay, so you're telling Jewish people they actually have to watch their fucking kids? You want to see the motherfuckers go mad?
That shit ain't happening.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit
you mean to
happening.
tell me this billionaire gonna have his fucking family, or he actually got to pay Pookie Ray Ray or Bosworth
exactly
$100 an hour to go pluck some motherfucking fruit?
Exactly.
Nigga, a bottle of Simply Orange Juice will be your day's salary, nigga. That's it. That should be your day's salary.
Like we don't have orange juice on Christmas, nigga. We save up all year for this shit.
And the little shot glass. Everybody got orange juice in a shot glass.
Like, you better not pour that shit out. That shit ain't. There ain't no
nigga, did you just spill the OJ?
Exactly.
We don't do that shit in this house. So the fact that they would do this is funny because there a lot of people do a lot of things that you won't do, and that's why I love that guy Mike Job. Forgot his name. He did the Dirty Jobs guy.
Yes,
where he would do a person's job for him.
Yes,
and a lot of that shit was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck how much you paying me.
Yeah, dirty jobs. Yeah.
That was some shit. So there are a lot of jobs a lot of people won't want to do. And I'm not crying ignorance because these are educated people who have been in an area where you have been around minorities.
Of course. Look, I'm not saying they don't know what a non-white person is, no matter what the minority is. No. They obviously know something about it because they dressed up as a fucking wall and they dressed up as a...
They had the hats and the sombrero. Oh, my God.
That's my point. They had the mustaches, too. They had everything stereotypical that would have been like, hey, man, don't do it. Like, save your job at this point.
Here's the thing. Did the superintendent step in before the shit went viral?
After it blasted on fucking Facebook.
Exactly. So he was cool with the shit.
But that's what I'm saying. See, the underlying theme is that I really want to get out here. It's accepted in that area. You get what I'm saying? If I go to that school and they're like, oh, there goes that nigger, you know, and they yelling it back and forth, and I'm like, yo, who can I complain to? They be like, what's the problem? We don't see nothing wrong. That use a nigga, ain't you? You get what I'm saying? That shit is accepted.
Is there a problem, boy?
Yes. That shit is accepted in that area. This here shows you that it's tolerated. One thing I don't like, a word to be tolerated. You never want to be tolerated. That means they really don't like you.
At all.
They just letting you live. And then they're going to find a way to live without you, or put you to the side, or put you in the area, or whatever it is. But that's what it is. This shit is tolerated. It's accepted. That whole type of ignorance, that whole type of thing. And that's what we're missing here. That's the underlying theme here. These people didn't get fired. They didn't get fired. They just got put on paid leave until this shit blow over.
So you can stay home and still get paid, but they still have to pay the substitute teachers to come through, which means taxpayers' money. Something's going to get shorted.
Not even substitute teachers. We need substitute administration. I need they got crisis center people running the fucking as principals. They get what I'm saying? So that's the kicker. You need everybody at the top, and you need motherfuckers in the bottom.
Today's lesson is tuck, duck, and roll. But what about Abraham Lincoln? Abraham Lincoln should have tucked, ducked, and rolled.
Exactly. Should have had a bulletproof hat, that big ass shit, nigga.
I'm saying?
Put some steel in that bitch.
Nigga, watch your surroundings, niggas. That nigga head would have been on a swivel. He'd have caught that shit.
Yo, I can't go with against this. This is the shit that really gets me. Like, I get it. There's a lot of other people who did a lot of stupid other shit. Some people dressed it up as Some people dressed up as handicapped people. Some people dressed up as this. All that shit made the news too. But I understand. You know, I don't understand why they did it, but I understand, like, this shit here is pure. This shit has been on the media everywhere in some form or fashion, whether for good or whether for bad. So you knew it was a hot topic. Don't do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what? Let's not do this group picture. You know what I mean? Like, that's the craziest part. And you know what? They still could have did this shit as long as they didn't put it on Facebook. Everything would have been solid.
That's
the craziest.
I think it was bad taste no matter what. Because
yeah.
You're pretty much making fun of a culture. And the way social media sees it is the funniest thing in the world. Like, I remember, I don't know if it was last year or early this year, it was two teachers who stood all the students outside, and for every individual student, each teacher had a different handshake.
Yes. We talked about that. Yes.
Now, one was a black guy, young, educated, and they talked about that for 2 minutes.
But then
with the white lady, she was thick as shit now.
Yeah.
I bump her hips too. But when the white lady did it, it went for about 8 weeks.
Right. And this is great education, and she's giving specific things. And I was like, yo, but the homie did it first.
Exactly.
And he was just doing that over there, and she copied his shit. Okay.
Which was a good thing because, all right, it makes you, especially as a teacher, your job is to be one with the student, each individual student. You have to, who needs a little extra work,
right?
Who can rock a little. I don't have to pay as much attention to you, but I'm still going to let you know that I care and about your education. I want you to succeed. I want you to be something.
Right.
You know, like the saddest thing in the world I heard where Biggie Smalls said, the teacher said, you'll never amount to shit.
Right.
Like, what kind of fucking teacher is that? You know what I mean? I don't care how bad the kid is. Either, like, get the fuck out of my class, but you'll tell a child they're not going to amount to shit.
Right.
And this is why we have bullying and school shootings and, you know, shit like that, you know, because a lot of this shit is being allowed to take place.
Which is a big-ass problem.
So now if a Mexican walks into the school and say, I got a fucking wall for you, all right? You know what I mean? Wall of fucking bullets.
Right.
You know,
right.
would he be wrong?
Right. I don't know why he shot up the whole fucking Middletown school, whatever the fuck this is. You get what I'm saying? I 110% agree with you. It's a slippery slope, people. Just don't fucking do it. Just don't fucking do it.
It's bad taste.
Yeah, bad taste is poor. It's everything, man. It shows it, but at worst, it shows your true character because this shit goes on over there. You know, when when people like me, and not just me being black, but just me being from this area, like, I'm not really trying to fuck with Ohio. You know, I'll go in if I need business, but I'm getting in and getting the fuck out. If not, because I know how y'all gonna treat me.
Nigga, meet me at the airport arrival, nigga.
In fact, just ship them tomatoes. I'll ship them fucking potatoes out, or nigga, I don't even want to come in and get them fresh shits.
We can have the meeting as I'm walking to the gate to get the fuck back up out of here.
Y'all got internet? Y'all do Skype, right? Yeah, they put them shits on Facebook, nigga, so they got internet. Here you go. Let's Skype this shit. Like, it gives a distaste, you know? Like, why would I want to be around that? Because I know this is now accepted and taught.
Agreed.
This is what's being going on. And when those little kids are calling me names, I know it's because the teachers and mommy and daddy are saying, hey, man, you're just one of them. Don't worry about it. But enough of them. Let's get back to the next shit.
That was funny.
Make America great again. Wyclef John. Oh, Wyclef. Someone called 911. Let me give just to give you guys a background here, why I have him up. Wyclef John has signed a Netflix deal.
Okay.
To make an animated feature of his childhood growing up in Haiti. That is to be commended. It's cool. Sounds great. I'll never knock a man for doing his business or getting money or even trying to educate somebody about Haiti or whatever it is that's going on. I can't knock him for that. But miss me with this bullshit, please. I do not want to see a motherfucking animated series about your time growing up in Haiti. I don't know. That's me. I'll fuck with Netflix all the time, but I really don't want to see a fucking Fugees or how the Fugees became whatever animated. Hopefully that's probably like season 3. I don't know how deep or far you going back, or a Little Bill version of Wyclef, or whatever this shit is. I can't knock him for going for it, but I'm not interested in seeing that shit.
The only Haitian I'm fucking with right now on TV is a Haitian dude from Startup. Because that dude's official.
Yo, you said the only Haitian you fucking with? Goddamn.
No, I mean, all right. Here's the reason I'm saying that. I know disrespect to Haitians. What I'm saying is we're talking about his childhood, which was filled with poverty.
Extreme poverty.
So exactly. We're not talking about Wyclef's success to record label owner, charts, Grammy Award winning. No, right. We want to see this rich nigga when he had one flip flop or he had milk cartons on his feet, talking about they were slippers. This is the issue I have. Again, you're seeing them promoting a black person in a bad situation, a bad spot. Yes, he's very successful now. How about we have that? Like you know, we had that one comic book superhero Static Shock, which was a pretty good one, but they got rid of that nigga real quick. So I commend his life, his career. He's not dead, he's alive, but I like how he turned his success. I don't like how his personal lifestyle, whatever. But he does love his country. This is a man, when Haiti got hit with that devastating hurricane, which they get hit with every 2 years.
Yes.
This man flew a plane out there. He ain't sent no fucking money to Red Cross for that shit to disappear into somebody's bank account. He got a plane. He took water, food, blankets. That motherfucker took shit out there. I will always commend him for that.
Look, I give him much respect, praise for all that. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm not saying any of this.
I just don't want to see nigga in milk crate slippers, man.
And this is my thing. Or animated his milk crate slippers, nigga.
I'm serious.
I got the image of that shit in the cartoon version.
Yeah.
Right in there, nigga, like,
So, you know, you're going to see that poor black person, and obviously, you know, just like when they do based on a true story or whatever, it's always curved a little bit for the whole.
They're going to curve
to be good. So it's going to be a white person that's going to help them.
They're going to curve a lot of this. Now, here's my deal. I don't know how far they're going to go back, or how far it is, or how far they're going to go to when he came to America. Because he didn't come to like a teenager, right? All right, so you got a lot of shit to go through in the poverty years. It's Netflix, so they have the range of going real dark. It's Netflix. It's not like fucking PBS or something like that. They can go real dark. Will they? They'll probably touch, but they want to make it interesting.
Does he have any? Do we know if he has any creative? What's the word I'm looking for? Where he can control what. He has some control over what's seen and what's not. Okay, so
yes, he does. Him, and I forgot who the other producer is with him. Carl Ferguson from Netflix. That guy's from Netflix. Those two, he approached them with the idea, and he wanted to do it and put the stuff out there. So I think he's going to, subdue a lot of things, but still go touch and dark as far as it can be. But I don't think we're going to see a rape story every fucking day or something. God forbid, I don't know. You know what I mean? Or some crazy shit like that. It's going to be animated, so it's going to be directed towards a lot of kids, or probably some type of positive or uplifting thing. You can come out of this too, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's really, really, really weird. Oh no, he came here at 9, not even the scene age. He came here at 9. So we got from 0 to 9. Well, fuck. Well, he can remember. So 4, 5 to 9.
Well, I mean, is it going to be one of those growth? I'm talking about as far as the characters, as far as age. Because I'm sorry, The Simpsons been on for 40 years and Bart's still in high school. Like, that's the dumbest motherfucker in the world.
Nah, I hope it's not. But they'll probably bring him to America real quick. I'm saying for a season. You get what I'm saying? Like something like that, because that's when his story starts to become interesting and turn around. And then you get influenced by the positives of Haiti, the music, the traditions, the cultures, and all the stuff he brung with him. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how dark they're going to be. It's supposed to be, kid influenced and whatever it is. But they have a lot of dark animated shit on Netflix.
Oh, they definitely do.
So the option is there, but I'm like, I really don't want to see that.
Yeah, no.
Another black person, I don't even, do they consider themselves black? Whatever. Another Afro-American, Afro-centric, dark-skinned person and show me in a poverty or a negative light. And not that I think the world is 100% or needs to be 100% positive or anything like that. I don't want to see. It's the same thing that I always go when they make a new slave movie. It's like, all right, 40 years a slave. Let me guess how the fucking 28 played out. You was locked up, nigga. You get what I'm saying? Like, ding, 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 ding. Or, you get what I'm saying? Like, I know how that story ends or progresses. Get me to the end when the nigga got free. Get me to the end where Harriet Tubman came. Whoever the fuck the story is.
Well, I think that's why they stopped it. People got tired of seeing it, and especially when it comes to the actually box office financial standpoint, people are tired of seeing it.
Yeah.
So a lot of movie studios have started going in other directions, more sci-fi. That's what's really paying off now, and they're walking away from that whole I used to be a slave mentality. Yeah,
I don't think we should forget about the history. I don't think it should be not taught. Damn, it should be, shouldn't be taught. I think we need to learn it, and the kids need to learn it. But I don't think they need to be reminded every summer blockbuster.
Well, we just need to,
or
every generation needs to be taught a specific way. The fact that you'll have a kid now who's probably 19, angry and upset at the world, nigga, you ain't never feel a whip. Like about 4 generations right now.
Right.
So I understand, and I always say black people are the most racist people in the world. It's not white, it's black, because anything anybody does to them that they don't like, it's because they're black. That's the first defensive mechanism is because I'm black.
You make a point.
And it can be a lot of times no, because you're just a stupid ass motherfucker.
Right.
You literally just spit on the fucking floor where we're in a restaurant, nigga. Like you ignorant, no matter what color you are.
Exactly.
But I commend you. You got something on Netflix, and Netflix has made a serious turn to where I'm kind of questioning is it racial driven. But it's also finance. You understand that at the end of the day, no matter who or what you are, if you can generate some kind of finances for an organization, they're going to show you, they're going to shake your hand, they don't even slid on your motherfucking lap. They don't care.
My second thing is now, we just talked about how they canceled all the other Marvel Netflix shit. If this nigga don't do a great season 1, it's like they're going to give him.
Hopefully, he got signed for multiple seasons. But sometimes you got
to about the deal.
Just depending on if you had experience in that, they might give you one and be like, all right, we need to see what it creates, and then we could talk again.
Yeah.
On that situation. But, it's just where it's now. I mean, look at all these Netflix type other companies coming up. Hulu is the worst shit in the fuck world. I'm sorry. Like, nigga, I don't want to see a fucking commercial. Hulu was good when it was free. I don't want to see a commercial while I'm watching something.
Hulu was good when it was free.
I can hit a pause button, nigga, on Netflix in a heartbeat and not have to, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm cooking a fucking steak. I can hit the pause button. But like I say, you got Netflix, you got Prime now, you got Slit, you got
that new shit
Crackle.
On Prime. It's supposed to be good.
Which one?
The one
with Jennifer,
with Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts, yeah.
It just came out. I got so much shit. I got so much shit right now because a startup just started.
It's not even out yet, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, we got it because I saw it pop up on the spot. So there's so many, and this is where they're going, and they're like, "Fuck what's coming out in the movie. I'm gonna create my own."
Right.
When they did the Orange is the New Black, it exploded. Everyone started buying subscriptions. I want to see this. It's the greatest prison movie ever. Right. Show, whatever. And all these things is like, fuck that. We could do it too.
But yes, and probably for a cheaper budget or whatever it is, because all they're paying is production value, and it's going directly here. They don't have to pay CBS. Yo, can we sell it to you? Can we rent it to you?
Exactly.
Can we work out a deal? For the reruns and all this other bullshit. Nah, man, Lock, Stock, and Barrel is mine.
It's ours. We created it. We financed it.
Exactly.
It's ours.
And it's a real simple thing, and it just really got to. It didn't just got to me, but it just hits me. It was like, look, I'm not trying to see another poverty story, like super poverty. I don't know how you're gonna do it, how fast it's gonna go, or what's it gonna be. I hope it's good. I'll probably check it for an episode. The way they cutting down, Netflix is bringing down the fat. Like, yo, man, they gotta go. So
they need to get rid of Orange is the New Black. That shit's horrible.
That shit's gone. It's canceled.
This
is the last season.
Lord have mercy. Thank you.
It was good for like 4 seasons.
No.
It started good, but then here was my question. Here's my question. I was like, yo, is this bitch doing a life sentence? I was like, where the fuck
Thank
is
you.
I was like, hold up.
You went in for scratching somebody's car. And you still here, bitch.
I was like, you in minimum security for 10 years? Like,
yeah.
You had a 1-year bid, bitch. How you still here? And the time is gone. Like, Merry Christmas again. I'm like, bitch, what are you doing?
And then Whitworth showed up, and that ended that.
Yeah, I fell out of that shit like after season 2. Yeah. And then I tried to get back in, and I was just like,
Well, the only reason I stayed is because of that girl from the 70s show. That chick is hot.
Yeah, is she still in it?
Why?
I hope. I don't know.
I refuse to watch it.
Are they even focusing on the same characters?
When I think season before last with the girl with the gun, and they did the whole season on that whole thing, I was like, click. Next.
Now see, that's my yeah. They went like a whole.
It's like y'all writers just fell asleep, or you got lazy, or you fired a couple of people. I was like, all right, what else is on?
You know what? I'm doing that too. Power. I think I'm done with Power.
I still fucking with Power because they keep me guessing. And if you, especially because the fact that like I watch so many TV series, if you catch me a little off guard about something, I'm like, all right, cool. Because the fact that these two guys who fought for each other were so loyal to each other, and all of a sudden now they're at ends.
Yeah, I mean, I may do this last
I need to see where it goes.
Yeah, but that's it. I don't want no Power spinoff. They already done got rid of the main thing. Look, if another boss comes in, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't want to see no spinoff of how 50 raised ghosts, and I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm good. We good. No, we know how this shit end. The boat sink at the end, nigga. We know how this shit done. The Titanic hit 2 icebergs and went down at the end, nigga. We know how this shit go. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't want to see how the sun progresses. Please don't give me the sun in a fucking spinoff. I will fucking destroy this shit. There's certain things I don't want to see on it, and just to go off and on a tangent, but I'm like, I'm done. I was like, I can't. And Wyclef, I can't do your shit either. You know,
Hey,
I just
say
don't.
Congratulations to the man.
Definitely. It'll reach an audience. You'll get people there, and I hope you do what you're trying to do.
See that shit, huh?
Yeah, I just can't do it. You know what I mean? I don't want to see like a Little Bill. If you did like a live action, like Chris Rock shit or something like that, like, you know, some type of funny. I don't even funny, but, you know, some type of deal like that. Then it'll be okay, or it's a little different. But I was like, I'm not trying to see this shit. Please miss me with that. No, thank you, buddy. No, thank you from me. Oh, man. But last but not least, let's bring it home. JD in the place to be, Jermaine mother effing Dupri. Used to fuck Janet Jackson. Call her Miss Jackson if you're nasty. I don't know how you fucked up on that. Maybe it was a good thing. Who knows? No, all right.
She wouldn't let you do it in any position but missionary.
You never know. She probably was a freak some way.
She was a freak with her ex-husband.
Probably, yeah.
Spanish do it. Like, women get a certain age and be like, well, I did that for that nigga and it works, so why I'm going to do it for you?
Yeah. Who knows, though? Who knows? Jermaine Dupri. So he was in the media a couple of days ago making comments about how people, you know, shouldn't turn down when they're offered the Super Bowl. You know, from Jay-Z and Rihanna talking about they turned down the opportunities to work with the NFL due to how they felt about, you know, the whole boycotting treatment and so on and so forth. He went on to say that, you know, actually he signed a partnership with the NFL. Let me put this shit out here before anything else. That people may not know. They just heard him making a statement against it. He signed a partnership to do a couple of shows coming up to the Super Bowl. So, like, you know how they do, like, the playoff games and they go down to the, the Rose Bowl and all that other shit? Yeah, he signed a couple of deals to produce things for them. So, I get it. But let me go on before I go off on that tangent. Keep that in your mind. This fool saying, you know, people should use that platform to express their interest and things like that. So, I was like, so you saying this meaning you want Jay-Z to come out and be like, you know, throw out the power sign and be like, yo, ain't no rapping today, nigga. This is over. You know, like, everybody take a knee or do something outlandish. When you watch them scoring his wife for the bitch coming out in a regular uniform, you know, and have everybody marching formation. You know, so it was like
just putting a fist up where Bono has all this shit on his sleeves. Nobody saying nothing.
Exactly. I was like, how do you want these people to protest in their way? I understand when he goes on to state that, you know, marching and protesting doesn't show any proof or doesn't show any evidence. There's no turnout. There's nothing materialistic that materializes from it, which is something you said. I get it. And, you know, I was like, I understand, but what is it going to be when you take their money and then now you go on there and you sit down talking about, hey, man, I'm protesting, you know, whatever the fuck it is.
I think what Jermaine has to understand is from this standpoint, it is a job offer. A job offer.
Right.
So I'm not paying you for a service and you're turning me down because you're worried about me taking a knee or doing something pro-black.
Right.
You're offering me the job. You want to pay me to do whatever it is, perform, cut the grass, whatever situation it is. You want to hire me for a gig.
Right.
Then I have the right to refuse that shit.
100%.
So me not having that money is dependent on me. It's not dependent on the color of my skin, the way I was raised, my weight, my height, my age. So what he's saying means absolutely nothing. You, because you are getting money from the NFL, yes, you're going to be pro-NFL. NFL put money in your pocket. I don't know what artist you're working with, but I don't hear no Jermaine Dupri hits out here like that. So you have an organization that's putting money in your pocket, just like Kanye West with Trump. Financially, it was helping him. So, yeah, I'm going to be pro to the person that's financially putting money in my pockets for me to continue to support my family and my kids.
I get it to a point. The partnership worries me. He makes these comments knowing that he was already in a deal for partnership. You know what I mean? Working on things to bring his own attention to it. if he is pro-black and he believes in himself, he goes on his word, does he use those performances or shows or whatever he partnered with to do to make his point? Is he going to come out and protest?
Absolutely.
Everybody take a knee.
No.
He's going to come out in a Colin Kaepernick jersey.
Not
Is he
happening.
going to come out? You get what I'm trying to say? Is he
Stop.
going to, come out and dance to it while he sings whatever the fuck song? You get what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't think he's going to do that either. And now, would he be hypocritical? Because it's like, well, man, you said you're going to use this platform to show what you going to mean, but you didn't. You took that bag, nigga. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You hopped and skipped and jumped and DJ'd all around, but you didn't do shit else.
Here's what people have to understand, and for those, and Jeff understands this because he's in that field and in education and stuff like that. Elections is coming up, people.
Hands down.
Elections coming up next year, where they start running. Yeah, the next president won't get hands raised until 20, but he's elected in 19.
Right.
So, people with money need new black people to say, I love Whitey. And, they can't keep putting Stacey Dash ass out there. They don't have any more preachers to do it.
That nigga had so many fake credentials.
Yeah, so-
Good God.
This is what you need. And a lot of people say, okay, if he can't be that bad because he does have some black people supporting him. Or like with that fake-ass preacher, the motherfucking fake-ass preacher was genius enough to have a very fucking huge following.
Right.
The sham that he was. So I need you to bring your organization or your backers to my platform to vote for me. That's more votes I'm taking from the other guys and adding to me. It's not that your vote is going to tip me over. It's the fact that I'm taking more votes from the other person.
So are you saying he's a plant?
Absolutely.
Oh.
He's already talking about it. First thing he's saying is, nigga, you should be happy you got a job. That's the first shit he's saying.
Be happy they still like you, nigga. That's
You know what I mean? It's $3.25 an hour, but you should still be fucking happy you got that $3.25 an hour job. So again, this is a man who's worried about his financial pocket. People, he's not worried about yours.
Now he goes on, and now that you state that, he goes on to be quoted as saying, I'm just going to jump into the middle of the quote here. It seems really interesting to me because we're in an industry where you see so many people do things like boycott one year, and the next year they're buddy-buddy with the thing they boycotted.
They took a shot at Kanye. That was a mean shot.
Kanye did switch. He said he's out of politics now. He's like, people
Yeah,
using
nigga.
me and all that shit. Damn. Just so.
He forgot he was still in Chicago. As soon as he go back to ATL, he'll be.
California, he'd be
California,
good, huh?
he'll be right
That's it.
back to the whole situation. This is the guy has already started double talking people. Do you hear what he said in that statement? But he's doing the same exact thing that he just blew up. This is a man, I guarantee you, next year, when everyone starts to go here, they start to go there, when that white guy who wants to get elected happens to go to Atlanta, I guarantee you're going to see this motherfucker standing right next
On
to him.
stage. I 1,010% agree with that. I totally forgot until I just read this now that the Super Bowl's in Atlanta this year. Next year. Yeah, it's next year because it's in February.
Right.
So, yeah, I totally forgot it's in Atlanta. So, yep, there you go. And that's why he's producing some of these things. So, they picked him for a reason. Definitely strategic.
Now, be honest with you, nobody else wanted this shit. I've never seen.
You said nobody
No,
else?
serious.
Come on, bro. There's some other dudes that would have took that
When
back.
they
too.
motherfuckers start going to Yachty and Uzi and Boozy, these niggas saying no, that's when you know it's fucking bad. When nobody is stepping up and saying, you know what, I'll take that 20, 30, 40, 50 grand and watch. Actually, it's a lot more than that. My apologies.
Yeah, it's a way more than that.
And watch
I get where you're going.
40 or 100 million people watch me perform
Right.
at halftime where they get their wings and they stack up so they ain't got to walk from the TV. They take bathroom breaks or whatever. And people are saying, nah, I'm good.
This is the game where you have multiple people watching from the whole country. People who don't even watch football watch this shit.
Absolutely. It's not, but
just to hang out, just to watch the Super Bowl. They ain't know nothing about the regular season. They there for the chips, the party. Hey girl, we gonna wear this blue color. What team was it? And the whole shebang. You know what I mean? It's definitely a moneymaker. It's in Atlanta. It's gonna be a fucking madhouse. You know, that's where he's from. That's where it is. I haven't heard of anybody else being offered from that area to do other things like that. But I guarantee
everybody was turning it down. Nobody
I can't knock them for turning it down because you in a nigga state. Not even. Well, it's Georgia.
Yeah,
it's Georgia,
but Atlanta.
It's Atlanta, and now it's like, yeah, you in the home of the niggas, huh? Like, good God, the cotton fields is that way. They just got off.
All
the ship.
I know is every main stripper is headed down that motherfucker around.
Stripper, prostitute. If you a working girl, get your ass down there now. Book your room.
Well, actually, I don't know because the Atlanta quality of strippers. A lot of these New York and tri-state area bitches they couldn't get $2 down there. Them bitches
and
ain't
they go
playing.
fully nude, my nigga.
Yeah, them bitches ain't playing down there. I'm talking about 6-packs, asses and titties.
Fuck a go-go in New York.
Yeah.
Them bitches be motherfucking hold my titty while I shake my ass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, ma'am. yeah, that's it. And
like I remember my cousin had his Alma Mater party down there.
Oh, Lordy.
And allegedly there was like a key of Coke on the table.
I can believe it.
And bottles everywhere. And I've never seen a scene like that before in my motherfucking life.
I can believe it. You know, I sit here and I think, and I'm like, I want to see how it turns out. I know people will watch. Fuck anybody who boycotted. Everybody will watch the Super Bowl just because it's a party. You know,
it's money.
It's a party. It's money.
It's football pools.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's a whole shebang.
And that's why I think with McMahon doing what he's doing to starting his own football league, it'd be better for, I guess, the economy.
We've seen this done though. We had the XFL.
Well, I like how he did it because he came out.
Whatever the hell it was.
He came out in 18. 17 was like, yo, listen, I'm coming back in 20. So I need you guys to let me know what you want, how you want it. So now he wants to cater to the fans. So he's coming out again, but he's coming out differently than he did before with two motherfuckers running for the kickoff at half field, one nigga dislocating his shoulder the first fucking play of the game.
Oh, they trying to do some rugby shit.
Yeah, so he's like, listen, I want to do it, but I want to do it differently. It's going to help. America knows how they can help the economy out, but they're not going to do that. So y'all niggas never get reparations. That's how broke these niggas would rather you be than comedy be instead of fixing it because y'all niggas will get that shit right back immediately. But, you know, this is a ongoing thing. And like next year, you're going to start seeing a lot of black people show up on specific people's campaign run.
Yeah, it'll be that time again. He touched both sides with his statement. You know, people boycott one thing and then they buddy with the next day. That's definitely a true statement. We all sat there. If you listen to Jay-Z rap, and he was like, "Young man, I'm a financial Republican before. Remember Hove in early 2000s? Yeah. When you start getting money like that, you want to keep it in your pocket. I can't knock the nigga. But at the same time, I don't think he fucking backs Trump talking about, let's get this wall going. No.
I mean, what you understand is for black people to continue to vote Democrat is the stupidest shit in the fucking world. Because it's not for you, homie. They got to keep you wanting that shiny fucking penny.
Right.
And I'm going to promise you everything in the fucking world, but you're not going to get it because I still need you to look at that shiny fucking penny. And I tell people this all the time, and people, Obama the great, fuck that nigga. He made America great, but he didn't make black people great. I tell people all the time, Bill Clinton did more for black communities than Obama did.
It was a different day, though.
I've never seen, and put like this, Rodney King got his ass whipped, he got paid.
You stupid nigga. You always say that.
I'm saying because he got paid, and you know, Bill Clinton sent his own investigators out there.
Yeah.
When the cops got exonerated, how many his own prosecutors did Obama see? How many black people got killed during Obama's his whole 8 years?
Look, they wasn't gonna stop killing niggas.
No, I'm saying no.
You know,
no. The amount of niggas that was killed during the Obama reign compared to anybody else's is ridiculous. That shit didn't happen during anybody else's. When Obama was in office, Sandra Bain, this one, that one, choke out, hands out, put hands through a visible fucking glass window and shit like that. And these niggas just getting off, and he's not stepping in saying, "Hold on, niggas, you do see my fucking complexion, right?"
You know, I agree with you on that, especially the second term. When you know what I mean, I'm like,
it's over, nigga. You ain't got to worry about getting
coming back, bro. Just fucking just
nigga, you should come out in the hoodie and the chain, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
With slippers on, I'm like, yo,
like something needs to be done.
Like we in Iraq today, nigga.
But what people have to understand is Obama's a multi-million-dollar. He's a multi-millionaire. He still want his fucking money too. He ain't giving that shit to you niggas.
The guy's close to being a billionaire. He might be. We don't know. I don't check his private funds. I can't knock him. You know, get out and vote for somebody for something.
Why? Until they get rid of those electoral votes, your vote don't mean shit.
I don't got the time to argue over this shit. Get your ass out there and be educated. Whatever the fuck it is. Find a way to make a change or do something. Especially on the small scale. But JD, we see you, my nigga. Keep dancing and hustling, and we'll be checking your ass out in February. See who you gonna be shucking and jiving for then. You know, on that note, let's get the fuck out of here. True, thank you for being here.
Always.
Everybody, we get up with y'all next time, man. Jeff Shear Show, we about here.
You crazy.